The following audio may contain the personal testimonials of some Optavia coaches or clients of Optavia. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the Optavia team.
All right, well, I am going to go ahead and get started here. So Happy New Year from my home here in Frederick, Maryland. So welcome everybody, welcome. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. My name is Nick Fry. I am the Behavioral Counseling Manager with Optavia, and I'm so pleased to be here tonight to share some information that hopefully you're going to find useful. Hey, you're in Germantown. All right, we're very close to each other. So hopefully you're going to find this information very useful, and hopefully we're going to do, learn some fun things tonight as well. So let's get into the topic here. So the topic we're going to be discussing tonight is, of course, New Year's resolutions, right? New Year's resolutions. So I'm going to be giving you all my top 10 New Year's resolution tips. We're going to go through each one tonight. We're also going to have an opportunity to talk to each other in the chat box. So hopefully we're going to have a good time. Rockville, Maryland. All right. You stay warm too. It's cold up here. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to start tonight with a quote that I thought was just really, really cool. And I think it's obviously apropos with the time of year. So we will open the book. Its pages are blank. We're going to put words on them ourselves. The book is called Opportunity, and its first chapter is New Year's Day. So I thought that that was a really excellent quote to begin with by Edith Lovejoy Price there. So this is an opportunity, and let's learn how to take advantage of that opportunity to really make this a really great year. Happy New Year from West Virginia. I went to WVU. Let's go Mountaineers. All right, let's get into some of the topics here. So first, like I said, we're going to learn about my top 10 tips for New Year's resolutions. We're going to go through a bunch of different issues today. Hopefully people are going to learn about some different challenges maybe that they've had with their own resolutions, or challenges that they've had in coaching people, and how we can maybe overcome some of those. Did you all know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail? 80%. That is a really low number. So hopefully we're going to give people some information to bump that number up tonight. So top tip number 1, let's do it. First, focus on one resolution, only one. Set a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goal. Maybe you've heard this before. This is called a SMART goal. This is really, really important, because when we're talking about resolutions, oftentimes people are like, I don't really make resolutions anymore. They never really work. I've never been able to follow through with them. That's because we're thinking about them only in one dimension. We're thinking of them about a decision that they make, as opposed to a goal that they set. Really, a resolution is a goal to be achieved, right? So we got to make sure that we make SMART goals. So I want to lose weight. That's way too vague. That's not going to be a SMART goal. Of course, that's something we want to accomplish, but it's not necessarily going to be the thing that helps us to set that focus and set that vision. Even I want to lose 30 pounds, or I want to achieve a goal weight of 170 pounds. Now, that's better, but we can do even better than that. Let's take a look at what a SMART goal actually looks like. So a SMART goal is, by June 1st of this year, I will be within 20 pounds of my goal weight of 170 pounds by following the Optimal Weight 5 and 1 plan, talking to my Optavia coach, and learning from the Optavia community in order to feel healthy and strong. Now, there's a lot to unpack there, right? But you can see how the goal is very specific. It's also very achievable. We're not hitting our goal weight right away within the first 6 months. We need to get close to it within 20 pounds. It's also relevant to what we want to accomplish in life. We want to feel healthy. We want to feel strong. It's time bound as well. By June 1st of this year, we're going to be achieving this goal. So by creating a specific goal about one resolution, one goal, you've got a much better start to the year. So let's go to the chat box here. What is your resolution? What is your goal for 2018? I want to see them in that chat box right now. So start putting them in there. Remember, don't be vague. Don't be, I just want to lose weight. I want to get healthy. I want to feel good. Those are great and wonderful things. Let's talk about by May, I will be exercising 3 times a week for 30 minutes a day, right? Perfect. Oh, there we go. Read for 30 minutes every single day. Much more specific and relevant and achievable. That's an excellent goal. Become a coach by April. I love that that one is time bound, right? By April, I want to accomplish this. To lose 40 pounds before I am 40 in June. There we go. Very specific, time bound. Excellent goals, excellent goals. Down 15 pounds by my birthday. Excellent. There you go. Remember to include also in your goals how you're going to accomplish that, right? How are you going to do it? By following the optimal weight 5 and 1 plan, or maybe you're maintaining your weight, so you're following the 3 and 3 plan. How are you going to do it as well, right? Oh, I like that one. We'll be enjoying exercise. I love that, because exercise really, it doesn't matter if you don't do it, right? It only matters in your life if you enjoy it and you're able to do it. So that's excellent, excellent. All right, keep those goals coming. Keep them coming. I'm going to move on to the next tip here. So my top tip, number 2, take small steps. Oftentimes we take these huge steps and people quit because it's too big. It requires too much effort. I don't know how many times I've talked to individuals that are like, I've got 150 pounds to lose. I'll never be able to do that, right? And those people might really struggle with sticking to it because the goal is too big. It's too big. So you want to break your goal down into small, tiny steps, right? And so what that does is that increases what's known as your self-efficacy. And that's the belief that you can be successful or accomplish a task. Now, here's a little trick that I like to utilize when I'm rating whether or not I've got a small enough goal, right? Think about that. I want a small goal. Is my goal small enough? I want to think about, because I want to be able to feel confident in myself that I'm going to be able to accomplish it. So what I do is I rate my confidence on a scale from 1 to 10. If it's 8 or above, that's a good goal. If it's 7 or below, I need to set a smaller, simpler, easier goal. And then once I accomplish that goal, I create a new one. And then once I accomplish that, I create a new one, right? But you have to feel confident that you can achieve your goal. If you don't, you gotta make it smaller, simpler, and easier to do. All right, let's move on to tip number 3. So have an accountability buddy, someone close to you whom you have to report to, right? Somebody that you're gonna talk to, somebody that helps you stay accountable to this goal, to this resolution that you've set, right? Guess who that is? Your coach. The perfect person built in right there. But not only your coach, the Optavia community is also there to help you stay accountable. What's really great about having somebody that you're accountable to is that it means it's not all on you. It's not all on your shoulders, that we're in this together. We're working together towards the same exact goal. And when 2 people get together, we're stronger, right? If anybody has ever braided rope together, 1 rope is pretty strong, but 3 braided together is super strong, right? That's how they make cords of rope. So we want to help each other out. The more people we have in our corner. So, and they're not only there to celebrate successes, but to help you get through challenges as well. What a big tip here is, if you've struggled, you've fallen off, maybe you're having a challenge, don't hide from your coach. That's when they want to talk to you, right? Not just when you're being successful. They want to talk to you when you're struggling as well. They're there to help. So don't hide from your coach if you're having a challenge. All right, so let's go to the chat box. Let's see what this one is. So who are your accountability buddies, right? Or accountability buddies. So who is in your corner? How about, is it your coach? Is it your spouse? How about a coworker, or your healthcare provider, your kids, right? Coach Leah, I love that. You named them. I love that. Name them. Who are they? Stacy, right? My awesome coach, Optavia coaches, your wife, your coach Lori. How about that? Excellent, excellent. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Who is it? Name them. Name them. And I want you to keep them in mind when you're struggling and when you have that great success. Those are the people you want to reach out to. Those are the people that are going to be there for you to help you not only stay accountable to your goals, but to give you that high five, to give you that hug when you've been successful as well, right? Awesome, awesome. All right, top tip number 4. Celebrate your success between milestones. Between milestones. What this means is that you don't have to wait for the goal to be finally completed. A lot of people feel like they can't feel good about themselves or celebrate their success or reward themselves with new running shoes or a new yoga mat or something like that until they've hit their goal weight, right? Until they've hit their goal weight. But it's really, really important that we celebrate those small successes. You don't have to wait for the end. Every day on plan is a success. Every glass of water you drink is a victory. Every minute at the gym is a triumph. Every moment you choose health is a win. Remember this, every single one. So celebrate all of those successes. Don't just wait to the end. Don't just wait to the end. Top tip number 5. Remind yourself that the time frame for developing a habit varies widely. So you want to focus on your journey. Now, here's the myth. It takes 28 days to form a habit. It takes actually approximately 180 days. That's what research has shown us. Now, I don't want to say this to kind of make people feel disheartened because 180 days can feel like a really long time. But actually, I want you to learn this and remind yourself of this so that you have compassion for yourself, because you're not going to necessarily be able to completely have the habit of healthy eating, exercising every single day, drinking water, and reaching out for support within the first month. You want to make sure that you are compassionate with yourself, because again, the research actually shows about 180 days, but that's not necessarily for everybody, because another myth is that it takes the same amount of time for each person and each habit. And that's just not true. Some habits take longer than others to develop, and each person can differ significantly. There are certain habits that are more entrenched, that are harder to change. There are certain habits that are easier to pick up. So have some compassion for yourself. Take the time that you need to make sure that you're doing the habits right and that they're being developed and consecrated in your life. Depends on the urgency of the habit. I hear that. That's exactly right. Top tip number 6. All right. Focus on new behaviors and thought patterns. This one is really, really important because oftentimes we are focusing on our new behaviors, but we're forgetting about all the thoughts that go along with changing our lifestyle, right? So there's a saying in psychology that everything psychological is biological. That means every thought you think, there's a biological chemical reaction in your brain. Every emotion you experience, there's a biological reaction to it. That means that what we think impacts our body. Our mind can impact our brain. It can impact our gut. It can impact our pain levels. It can impact any number of physiological and biological responses in our bodies. Yeah. As a behaviorist, I find it hardest to change my own behaviors. You and me both. It's almost like we get in our own way, right? Sometimes we need to just listen to somebody else. If you feel like you're stuck, call your coach. Call your coach. Listen to them. Listen to them. So here's my tip to you all. Look at your thoughts. What are they saying? Are they encouraging and compassionate, or are they critical and self-defeating? Take a look at them. What are you saying to yourself? How do you speak to yourself? My recommendation to you is speak to yourself as you would speak to one of your best friends, with kindness and love and compassion. So if you're interested in learning more about this, I actually did a previous Habits of Health call, and you can go onto YouTube and just type in Habits of Health Zoom call, managing your mindset. And that one is recorded on there, and you can take a listen to that one. I think it's about 30 minutes long, just the same as it is tonight. And so you can listen to that. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to your coach or call nutrition support, and they'll be able to help you out as well. So go onto YouTube, Habits of Health Zoom call, managing your mindset. Take a look at one of my previous Habits of Health calls. I think you might find it really, really helpful. Top tip number 7, be mindful and focus on the present. So this presentation tonight is full of quotes. So here's one of my other favorites. Many of us crucify ourselves between two thieves: regret for the past and fear of the future. Regret for the past and fear of the future. And these two things steal from us. They steal our mindset. They steal our positive energy. They take from us as opposed to giving. Focus in on the here and now. There's the direct link. Hey, thank you, Shirley. Excellent. Focus on the here and now. That's going to be really, really important. What's the one thing you can do today, right now, towards your goal? Don't get caught in the past or in the present. What can you do right now? Right now. My comparison photos are crazy to look at, and they help inspire others. I love that, Bobby. I love that. Top tip number 8. Focus on the process rather than the outcome. Focus on the process rather than the outcome. Well, what do I mean by that? Oftentimes we get so focused on the results. How much do I weigh? Am I close to my goal weight? How much did I lose today? That we forget that this is an enjoyable experience. We have decided to be good to ourselves. We've decided to be healthy. We've decided to become a coach and help other people. We get so focused on the results that we forgot that, hey, this is fun. This is enjoyable. We're doing something for ourselves, and we're going to start feeling really good, and we're going to help other people. We're going to inspire other people. Instead, we're constantly asking ourselves, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? How about we're that kid in the back seat on the way to Disney World or something, right? Are we there yet? Instead, we should be the kid looking out the window and enjoying all the beautiful scenery, going through a town that you've never seen before, or on a road that you've never been down, right? This is an opportunity to enjoy the ride as opposed to just asking, are we there yet? Let's go to the chat box. So, have any of you ever had this experience before? Have you ever been able to focus on the present and just enjoy the process? And what was that like for you? What was that like for you? What is it like to just focus in on the moment and be present and pay attention to what's going on and enjoy the ride? Let's see some answers out there. Liberating, peaceful, yes, totally liberating. Freedom, it's stress-free, right? It's empowering. Yes, I love that. Like time stands still. Isn't that true? When we're really focused in on the moment, it's almost like we expand the moment infinitely, right? Joy, building confidence, joy in that moment. I'm seeing joy, fun, invigorating. I love this. I love this. Hold on to those experiences. Hold on to those. You actually get to the outcome and feel good about it. That's right. That's right. Colors are brighter and I feel electric. Wonderful. Wonderful. Top tip number 9. Find out your why and your how. You need both of these, right? You need to know why you're doing something, and you need to know how You're going to do it. The why is this important to me? Why am I willing to experience any discomfort that may come with this new lifestyle, with this new challenges that I'm going to take on myself? Why is this important to me, right? What is the why, and what are my values? What are my values? And you want to work towards those values. I always say, like, a goal is like climbing a mountain, but your values are west, heading west on the compass. You can always head west. You can always point towards your values. And then you can climb the mountains and achieve those goals that are along the way. But always stay true. I should have used north. True north would have been much better for my for values, wouldn't it? All right. Now the how is, how am I going to achieve this, and who can help me? So why is this important to me? How am I going to achieve this, and who can help me, right? These are the important factors in your why and your how. And we often have one, but not the other. We know why we're going to do something, but maybe not how. Or maybe we know, okay, I'm going to follow the 5-in-1 plan, but we're not deeply connected to our why yet. So we need both to be successful. I want to be healthy to play with my grandkids. That's a perfect one, Lori. That's a perfect. Okay, here we go. Finally, top tip number 10. Top 10 countdown of our top tips. Don't take yourself too seriously. Your health is important, so don't let a slip up take you down, right? This is important stuff. So if you mess up, you can't let it take you all the way down to the ground. You probably won't be 100% successful. There are people that are 100% successful in this program. They never missed a day. They never slipped up. That is incredible. Most of us aren't going to have that experience. Most of us aren't going to have that experience. We're going to make a mistake. We're going to slip up. Jane, for you asking to see number 8 again, this will be a recorded call. You'll be able to access this on YouTube. You're just going to search for the Habits of Health Zoom call, and you'll be able to pull it up once they post it. Why so serious? Exactly. Because, hey, let's face it, we're going to mess up. We're going to mess up, right? You're welcome, Jane. So have some self-compassion. Learn from your mistakes. Learn to laugh and have fun with it, right? If we fall, just stand back up. That's it, Rosalie, right? That's it. So have some self-compassion for yourself. Enjoy the ride. If you mess up, don't let it take you down, right? Don't let it take you down. Learn from it, and learn to laugh and just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. But don't let yourself off the hook either, right? Learn from it. Win or learn. I love that, Sherry, right? So you want to learn, what did I learn from this mistake? How can I not make this mistake again, right? What can I do differently? Get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. And keep going. So let's go to the chat box here. How will you have fun on your journey to optimal health? What is something fun that you can do that's going to keep you from not taking this too seriously? If you make a mistake, you know how to have fun. Cooking new recipes. I love that one. That's one of my favorite things to do. Ask my wife. She's like, wait, what are we eating tonight? This is a new one. Yep. Healthy foods you love. Definitely. Cooking new lean and greens. Building relationships and making friends. I love that one. Coach. That one just says coach. Be a coach. Talk to a coach. All coach, right? Making new friends. Walking my dog. Not to be obsessed with food. Okay, yeah, have fun, right? Any way that we can have fun. Oh, dance party. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We're going over to that person's house, having a dance party. Looking for the gains in health. Right, exactly. It's not necessarily about what we lose. It's about what we gain in this journey, right? It's about what we gain. To get hot and sweaty in the gym. Yes, exactly. Wonderful, wonderful, excellent. So there's tons and tons of ways to have fun on your journey to optimal health, and to share them with others. I see a lot of that in there, sharing with other people in this journey. So, I don't know, I kind of tried to answer some of the questions as we were going through there. It looks like we're just about out of time for this evening, so I'm not going to be able to do many more questions. But I wanted to let everybody know that you can reach out to nutrition support with any questions that you might have. They're a fabulous group. I work with them very, very closely. You can reach out to them and ask them any questions that you might have. I want to thank everybody for being on the call with me this evening. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something this evening. And I hope that you guys have an incredible 2018. So thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all, and have a good night.
This audio may have contained the personal testimonials of some Optavia coaches or clients of Optavia. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the Optavia team.